Today we are ranking the new class to Diablo Immortal, the Druid, and this is gonna be my personal opinion and not a fact. So that is a disclaimer. This is gonna be my personal opinion and not a fact. For you, this class can be SS tier, and for others, it could be C tier or even trash. So this is gonna be my personal opinion, and I will be like talking about PvP, PVE, dungeon speed farming, and everything that the game has to offer. And you know what? We're gonna start with the speed farming for the Druid class, and let me grab this and put it in the SS tier. It is basically gonna destroy every other class. It is that fast, it is that awesome, it is doing that much damage. I am trolling everyone, just kidding. Druid is not gonna be SS tier in terms of speed farming. You can move quite fast with this class, but if you are doing some open world farming, enemies are not gonna die all that quickly to you, especially if you lack some proper gem setup and damage. If you go do the Verge, the Abyssal Verge, or maybe the Accursed Tower, enemies there are pretty weak already. But if you go and farm open world with some speed farming, or you go and do the Terror Rifts, you're gonna definitely not gonna do those really fast. Especially the Terror Rift, you will be struggling with the speed and the amount of damage that you need to kill the enemies. Enemies has a lot more HP in the Terror Rift, and because of that, I will be giving this class tier A. It can move really fast and do quite a lot in easy content like the Verge or the Cursed Tower, but when it comes to the Terror Rift, yeah, you're gonna be going down. You will definitely be fighting a couple of enemies standing and then moving to the next pack. So there we go. This is gonna be my opinion of the speed farming for the Druid as of right now, recording this in July, and depending on when you will be watching this, maybe this class will be super OP, but as of right now, this is how I'm gonna rate it for the speed farming. And next, it is gonna be the dungeons. For dungeons, I will be putting this class in between S and A. It can deal some decent damage, but still not even close to some of the top damage dealing classes. So you know what, I'm just gonna leave it at A for the dungeons as well. Currently quite a lot of bugs for the class as well for the transformation, but when it comes to the dungeon pure damage, this is how I am gonna rate Druid at the moment. A tier in my opinion. Like I said, it can be between S and A, which is pretty decent for most content. But if you want absolutely best, then this class isn't gonna give you that. This class isn't gonna give you the absolutely best. If you want absolutely best and broken, then Crusader, Wizard, and a few other classes are gonna be your answer. But if you are happy with being somewhat not at the top, this is how it is gonna be in my opinion for the dungeon. And next, it is gonna be the support. Let's talk about PvE support. So PvE support, there is quite a lot happening with this class, but there isn't much you can do with the support as of right now in the current content. Most of the stuff in the Diablo Immortal is really easy and doesn't require a complete support that gives more HP, healing, and stuff like that. But still, when it comes to pure support, this class is gonna be the S tier in my opinion. And maybe in future they will be introducing some harder content that actually requires some teamwork, unlike the gauntlet that require you to have maximum amount of immunity, damage immunity, and basically the maximum amount of damage. If they bring something in between where you need more healing than the damage immunity, because you will be getting smaller hit but more frequently, and you need to out heal those damage, then Druid is gonna be the class in that content. But right now, in support terms, this is how I will be ranking this class. And if we move on to the PvP, I don't think I can recommend anyone seriously playing the druid in PvP unless you are a large wheel. Even then, you won't be doing much other than being tanking the damage of the other side. I have played quite a lot of games versus large whales, and honestly, I was like in a melee range, and they could still not like kill me quickly. And most of the time, I had enough time to run away from them. If that was another Whale Wizard or the Tempest or even Crusader, I would be dead on the spot. You know what? Even if there was a Barbarian chasing me, a Whale one, I would be dead. But when it comes to the Druid, yeah, I was able to escape because they are not that great when it comes to the damage in PvP. And honestly, not that great in the support. Speaking of the support, next one is going to be this is going to be actually the PvP ranking right now. I'll just give it A for right now for the PvP. This is how it is. A, in my opinion, between A and B, I would say here and here, I would rank this class for PvP. And at the end, it is going to be support for PvP. I have not seen anyone doing some healing, like providing some really good healing or any sort of build, so not sure what is going to be happening. But still, if you want to be support druid, it is still going to be in between A and B. And again, this is going to be my opinion here. I'll just leave it here for the A ranking for the PvP support. And let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts? Would you guys rate this a bit differently? And if so, let me know your reasons in the comment section. I'm signing off. Again, this is my personal opinion, not a fact. For you, it could be S tier. For others, it could be C. And for me, it is in between. Maybe with the next update, we will see some more buffs and changes for the class. But for now, signing off. You guys take care. Have a great day. And I see you all in the next one later.